When I need to make something quick and easy, even last minute dessert, imagine we're expecting guests, the first thing that will come up to my mind is this Napoleon. We call it Napoleon, call it however you like it. I think it's also called millefeuille. If you translate from French, it's 1,000 leaves or 1,000 layers, because you know puff pastry has tons of layers. This is easy because you don't make the puff pastry, you buy it. Unless you want to make your own, you're a hero. So you need 2 sheets of puff pastry, 10 by 15 inches. You will need also sweetened condensed milk. I like getting dulce de leche, this caramel kind, because it gives special flavor to the buttercream, and I like it. You can use regular sweetened condensed milk. It's gonna turn amazing. 2 sticks of butter, unsalted butter of course, but if it's salted, nothing will happen. It's even better. You will have salted caramel buttercream. Vanilla extract, completely optional. You can use either cognac or whatever this is, cognac or whiskey. It will give the cognac-y aroma that goes so wonderfully with buttercream. Optionally, if you want your cake to look absolutely fascinating, you can go with berries, simply decorate with berries, or even if you don't decorate with berries, it's gonna look amazing, promise. So what we do, preheat the oven 400 degrees, divide the puff pastries in 2 equal parts, and bake it 25 to 28 minutes. Let me show you how. If you like to measure it, you can go ahead and do that, or you can simply eyeball in 2 equal parts. And it's a good idea to cover them with cooling rack so they don't rise too much. You can even poke them with fork, so they don't over rise. We need flat layers. Okay, I'm gonna bake both of them at the same time. And while it's baking, we're gonna whip the butter. Butter is room temperature, you know. You can't whip cold butter. Until it's nice and fluffy and slightly pale color. It's a good idea to stop and scrape at least for once, because the butter, it's not too much. That's why it kind of sticks to the sides and stops fluffing. A few more minutes. You will add all the can entirely, all at once. But vanilla and cognac I'll add at the very end. Mix it about 2 to 3 minutes and it should be ready. About a teaspoonful. Caramel taste is already kind of overpowering, but vanilla always helps. And a tablespoon of this. After you add all these ingredients, you don't have to mix it that much. It's ready. Look, it should be very creamy and beautiful looking. Delicious. Let's scrape this down perfectly. And all we need to do is wait until our layers are fully baked. And it's a good idea to kind of switch the places during the baking time so they bake evenly. Or simply use convect baking mode. Look how beautiful this looks. This baked 25 minutes. As long as you see they are nice and golden color, you can take them out. Don't embarrass yourself with pale Napoleon. You don't want your pastry to look pale and uncooked. I'm gonna let them cool down, or maybe I can remove them and cool them down on the cooling rack, which is better idea. I have fireproof hands. Layers are fully cooled down. We can start arranging. One of them safe for crushing, for crumbles, because as you know, Napoleon has this magical crumbles all over it with dusted powdered sugar. It's like it looks already very sensitive. So we're using 3 of them arranging, and this one I'll crush it and crumble it. Use your hands, don't be shy. Three parts. Eyeball it, spread it. If it's not evenly spread out, trust me, nothing will happen. No one will ever notice it. At the end, it kind of comes together. And you don't notice if one layer is covered with more cream, the other one not that much cream. A little bit more. Very last layer I normally put upside down since this is flat side, although it's not gonna matter at the end because you're covering it with these crumbles and it covers entire cake. No one can notice any imperfections. I'm just saying. Leave some for the sides too. We're gonna cover the sides too with cream. It's a little bit messy, but eventually you'll end up transferring it to somewhere safe and clean. Just like so. Now this is the fun part. You sprinkle all over the top, and whatever is left over, go on sides, on all of the sides. And this thing is very useful to kind of gather everything on the sides, just like so. Push it a little bit this side. We have more actually. We're almost done. I'm gonna dust it with magic sugar powdered, and it's basically done, ready. Since we're done with the messy part, I want to transfer it into a better looking place. Now, if you don't want to impress anyone, or you don't have time for those kind of things, this is ready. You can store in fridge another hour or so and enjoy. Or if you want to enjoy it right away, you can do it. You have my permission. But we want to impress. For example, I want to impress you. I'm just kidding. But you want your dessert to look luxurious. That's why these colorful creatures will be very handy. Anything you can find. You can go with one kind of berries. Let's say you top it with raspberries, a couple of mint leaves, and you're good to go, or strawberries. But since I have this colorful bunch, I'll use all of them. Let me just remove this messy scene and go from there. I do have mint leaves, but also I found some of these wild raspberry leaves yesterday from our forest, and I thought they will look simply beautiful on this cake. You don't have to. Slicing the strawberries, if they are tiny, you can just leave them like that. I'll slice into 4 pieces or slices. Raspberries and the rest I'll leave wholly entirely. You can do symmetrically or abstract, like just improvise. I'll go only on the center with berries, just like so. A little bit of everything. I love these golden berries. I couldn't find good looking blackberries. They look gorgeous on this cake. or on anything. The blueberries will do. We need some bright colors. Almost done here. Looks so impressive, Heghineh. And some of that magic dust can go over the berries to make them even more sweeter and beautiful looking. And of course the leaves should go on top here and there. I don't want to dust the leaves. I don't want their bright green color to be the dominant color. After you're done impressing, it's time to impress yourself. I like this Napoleon when it's crunchy. I don't like when it sets too long and it becomes a little bit like on softer side, but it's however you prefer. I'm gonna taste it. And it's one of the hardest desserts to enjoy properly, clean, and with manners. I agree, but I'll try if I can catch it. To me it's already perfect. I don't have to wait too long. It's so delicious. You guys should try this. I'll put the recipe in the description. Try it. Yeah, let me know how you liked it. Share, subscribe if you like. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Delicious.